There, hopefully this is recording or live or Inverhuron. And I'm about to take off. We are ahead of the sunset. Here we go. Here we go. Over the lake. I can turn around. Show everyone the beach. Oh, I got quite high there. Come down a bit. You can see the size of the beach this year. It's quite big. It's nice. John's got the live stream going on his phone, but you don't see the video. Oh, why don't you make it bigger? Okay. So if you get too close, we'll get feedback. So, John's gonna walk over and show the live stream to Barb and Chris. Looking closer. Show the cottage. The cottage, the sailboat is on the beach. Just gotta get the mast up. We'll be ready to go. You can see lots of lines in the sand from where we were getting the sand moved around. And we can see John over at the Hunters with Barb and Chris. And away we go. Lots of leaves on the trees. They're not completely out yet, but almost. And looking down the beach, you can see how wide the beach is this year. Beach is big everywhere. And there's the river. And what is this? What's this down in the river? Oh, there's people there. The river looks really nice. There's the Rainbow Bridge. Crosses over into the park. Here's the park. And the parking lot for the park. So this is Inverhuron Provincial Park we're flying over. I did not take off from the park. Looks like someone was driving down the beach. This is the boat launch at the park and the parking lot for the boat launch. Looks almost completely deserted. There's one car there. There we be. There's the park. Can come back over the. Sorry, back to the cottage, going by the river, and then we'll come up on the pier. About halfway to the cottage, we'll see the pier. Part of it is out of the water. So we'll get down lower so we can take a look at that. I can try zooming in, actually. Let's see. I can use the zoom function. And zoom back out. Here we go. Yeah, so now we're looking at the pier. It's the old pier from the Inverhuron town settlement. So there's the shoreline. And then these pylons were built with the pier on top. And the fire came and burnt it all down. And this thing here, beside the pier, these boards that are on a slight angle, there's speculation that this is a boat that sank at the pier. Get a really good view of it this year. Look at that. Wow, the water is so clear. So, there's some controversy over that theory. Some people think it's just part of the pier. But no other spot on the pier has anything like that, except for maybe here. Oh, look at this. Look what you can see. Wow. And then there's the end. So, why don't we try going out to the reef, if I can find the reef. Should be right out this way. Let's see if I've got enough battery power to get to the reef. The reef should be soon. Hang on, where is it? Right here. Here we are. There's the reef. Take a picture of that. Frame up another nice shot of the reef, or the pier, the reef. There we are. Get a picture of that. And maybe while we're at it, we fly over to the point. Because it's just right here. There. And this is the point, so the tip of the bay. The lake level is very low this year. So there's a lot of exposed rocks that would normally be underwater. So this is the point. I want to get a bit more altitude maybe. Point defines the bay, but as you can see, it's not a very sharp point. It's not like a sharp peninsula. It's quite rounded. from up here you can get a good view of the bay. This is Inverhuron Bay. A picture of that. And then over here is Holmes Bay with the nuclear power plant in the background. And maybe what we'll do with this second battery is we will fly over to the plant. You are not allowed to fly over most of the plant, it's restricted. But you can fly close enough that you can get a good view of it. So that's the Bruce nuclear power development. If I zoom in, battery level. Okay, so I've just got a warning that the aircraft is going to return to home. It's going to come back and land. When it comes back, I'm going to change the rate and then continue to live stream. I will fly the drone over towards that so you can get a better view of the plant. The live stream will likely go dead just for a minute or two while so the drone is just finding its way back. Range. It should just take a couple minutes to get back. We're 1 kilometer downrange, coming in at 30 kilometers per hour. And I can gimbal down a little bit. Oh, you can see the reef from here too. Take a couple shots of that. So now we're 700 meters downrange. Sped up a little bit. We're coming in at 34 kilometers per hour. So just a little, a few more, well, another minute maybe, and we'll be landed. I'll get the other battery ready to swap. Other battery is ready to go. Coming down to 300 meters at 37 kilometers per hour. 300 meters downrange, that is. So it's almost right over top. Can gimbal down. See the sailboat, long shadows. And it's coming in. And it's going to land. So I'm going to on the rear. Okay. It's going to land. I just wanted to make sure it was clear of the tree. And it's coming down. And it's sensing the tree in the way. I'm going to have to take over here. There we go. Critically low battery warning. Okay, so we've landed, and I'm going to just grab the other battery. So this should go dead just for a sec. Aircraft has got to connect here. Alright, so there we go. Okay, so we are ready to take off again. I'm going to fly right over to the plant. I'm just going to move the table away from the tree a little bit. There we go. And off we go. Okay. We're on our way to the Bruce nuclear power development. Cruising at 43 kilometers per hour. And we reached our cruising altitude of 115 meters. And we can see the plant. I'll just zoom in. So that's Bruce B, the long building on the left. The domed building right in the middle of the screen is the Douglas Point nuclear reactor that's decommissioned. And just over to the right, where's Bruce A? There's the long building. In the background there, that's Bruce A. Bruce B and Bruce A each house 4 nuclear reactors. And this, that's right, this building in front here, is that John's office building? Where's John's office building? No, that's John's office building there. Yeah, that is the building that John works in. So we are now 1.2 kilometers downrange from where we took off, cruising at 42 kilometers per hour and closing in on the plant. Starting to get a little bit of signal strength issues here. So as I zoom out, you can sort of get a sense of the size of the plant area. The 2 reactors sort of help with the signal. Right. Because I'm not allowed to keep flying straight, but I can go around to the right and get a bit closer. So I'm getting signal strength issues here. If I can get up higher somewhere. We're 2.6 kilometers downrange. Alright, we're coming back now. The signal, the connection was lost, so the aircraft starts coming back automatically. and so it's doing that now. So it's going to fly back, and that'll be the end of 5 kilometers straight out over the water. Because there's nothing interfering with the signal. So the drone is now only about 1 kilometer downrange. Still have weak signal. Yeah, it's better to fly over the water. Go. I would get restricted in my for landing back. It's very still. Very wind. Hardly any. It's nice for drone flying. Not many people around either, so no one to complain. But this drone is so quiet anyway. You can barely hear it. Couldn't hear it when it's up as high as it is actually. 120 meters. Currently at 120 meters altitude, so it would be too quiet to hear. And gimbal down, so I can just see the cottages along the shoreline here. So I'm going to just turn off return to home now that we have control back. And just going to go fly over here. It's not over. It's not over just yet. Here we go. So you can see the cottages here in the back. They're all pretty tightly packed together. And then the cottages in the front. And the shoreline. Yeah, I'm just going to turn around, maybe lose some altitude. There we are. It's a good little tour, and for those who care, we can go fly over Patterson's new septic tank and septic field right beside the public path. That blank space right beside the cottage is where it is. They had to move their little bunkie forward, so it's a small change here. So now I'll come in and land. So just land manually, I think. Watch out for the flagpole. There we go. Alright, landing on the table. There we go. That's the end of the